So I've been a YouTuber for about 0 years now, and every new coaster channel needs a top 10. So let's dive in and find out my top 10 favorite coasters. Cue the intro. Number 10, the Giant Dipper at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Okay, I know it's a hot take, but I promise you, this has like the third best airtime in California. I know it might be a little bit rough, but the airtime on this is crazy, and that's what makes this my number 10. Number 9, Flight Deck at California's Great America. This doesn't take very much explaining to tell you why this is a great ride. It starts off with a great drop and then goes into some great inversions, including that corkscrew you just saw there. And then the highlight part of this ride for me is this corkscrew into the helix over the water. The helix over the water right here is so awesome. It might be a short ride, but it packs a really big punch. Number 8, Apocalypse at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This is a great ride. It starts off with a great drop, and then it goes into some cool airtime hills and a tall helix that is very fun and forceful. And then it goes into a little drop and turn, and those are very fun parts of the ride. This tunneled section is really cool, and my favorite part of the ride is when it flies through the station right here. This is a great ride, and it packs a lot of forcefulness and airtime, and it's not very rough like most wooden coasters are. Number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Disney's Epcot. This is a very great indoor immersive Guardians of the Galaxy ride that starts out with a great backwards launch, which honestly has to be the highlight of my ride. It also has a lot of immersive theming, screens, and elements. The backwards launch happens right about here. You can't see it on the screen, but you're going way faster than it looks. It goes into some twists and turns after this, and the train itself is spinning. It's not just the track, and it goes through a bunch of immersive theming with Guardians of the Galaxy once again, and it feels way faster than it looks because it looks like just one dark ride, but you're going way, 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 way fast. Number 6, Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. This ride happens to be at my home park, and it's not the greatest RMC for airtime. In fact, it's probably the worst for airtime, but it is most likely the best RMC for inversions. The first inversion is a one of a kind inversion that is only on this roller coaster in the entire world. Um, the first drop is a twisting first drop that is very underrated. It is one of my favorite parts of the ride, and you can see that right here. So it comes into a big swooping turn and then goes into this one of a kind inversion, which is probably my second favorite inversion behind the stall right here. And this is probably the best airtime moment on the ride, which is not very good, and that's why it's my number. Number 5, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure at Universal Studios Orlando. My god, that is a hard name to say. Holy. Anyways, this is a family coaster. I think it has 7 launches, and it is a very well themed ride. Um, it's a very well themed ride, and it is one of my favorites because all of the launches pack a pretty good force, even though it's a family ride. And the theming is great because I love Harry Potter. And the twists and turns and airtime is actually quite good. Personally, I like the motorbike seat more than the seat on the side, which is like just like a normal roller coaster seat. But they're both very fun. But the motorbike seat just adds a whole new twist to it. That's super fun. Number 4, Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Twisted Colossus. What do I even have to say? If you've ever ridden this ride, you know that it's awesome, great, and I don't even know. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer the green or the blue side more. Me personally, I like the green because of that double down at the beginning. Well, not the beginning, I like the middle of the ride. It's really fun. Also, let me know down in the comments if you've ever had a racing ride. I've had a racing ride, I think, once in my entire life, and I've probably ridden this ride about 20 times. They're so rare, but they're awesome. Like, if the racing rides happened every time, this would probably be moved from a 4 to a 2 or a 3. That's how good the racing rides are. Number 3, Railblazer at California's Great America. Again, another one that I shouldn't even have to say. The amount of airtime, forces, and inversions that this has in it makes it the second best roller coaster that I've ever been on in California. That's how good it is. And I live in California. The airtime, best airtime in California, no doubt about it. Most forces in California. Number 2, X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain, the drop. Best part of the ride, the drop. Then it goes into this other drop, which is also one of the best parts of the ride. X2, the seats rotate, and the track is a crazy tracking course. I don't know. But that makes it the most intense roller coaster I've ever been on in my entire life. Scratch what I said about Railblazer being the most forceful. This is the most forceful. Flamethrowers. There's damn flamethrowers. And number 1, no surprise about it, Velocicoaster at Universal Studios Orlando. This is the greatest ride I've ever been on in my entire life, and it could even be the greatest ride in the world. Okay? The theming in this first section is crazy, and I love Jurassic Park. That makes it even better. The theming here is crazy with the rocks elements, and it's still super forceful, even though there's a ton of theming. And then it goes into this second launch right here, which is crazy, and the best part about the ride, the top hat right here. It is so fun. If they didn't trim it, that'd be the best element in the entire world. This stall is also awesome. Okay? And that is why Velocicoaster is my number 1 roller coaster in the world. Stay tuned for next time as I post once a week. Thank you for watching my first ever video. Turn on the bell notifications and subscribe. See ya!